So, Sean.
Okay. I'm fairly sure this is the first ever book to be launched in Irish in Montreal. So, in my role as teacher, I'll teach you an expression in Irish which is "Bóide bus," and that's for all of you. It means applause for being mostly people who are not yet literate in Irish language, but who attend a book launch for a book written in Irish. So, "Bóide bus," the book is written in Irish. It's written about lexicography, which was a new word in my vocabulary when I was 18, which is when I started research for this book. Basically, I was studying English and history in Limerick, Mary Immaculate College. And my favourite part of doing my coursework was sitting in a library, in a dictionary, in many dictionaries, reading definitions of words and taking notes. And I suppose I was being a lexicographer without having that word in my lexicon. The third year of my degree, I had to go and do a work placement with Focail, which is the website for the Irish Terminology Committee. It's the Irish Terminology Database. So I went to go see my supervisor, Seaghan, who gave me amazing help when I was doing the research for that book. About Timothy Lane's dictionary, Lane's larger English-Irish dictionary. Basically, I found a brochure of the Irish Language Studies Department, which listed all the research interests of the department. Brown Dawn had Foclóireacht, so that's another word for your Irish language vocabulary, is Foclóireacht, which I didn't have 18 looking at the brochure. I understood focail. Focail means word in Irish. Foclóireacht to me meant etymology, which is study of the origin of words. So I went into Brown Dawn and I was kind of raving about my interest in history, because I was actually studying history, not Irish or lexicography. Talking about etymology, he had to stop me and say that I didn't understand the word. And I asked him what the word meant, because he was a teacher. He was my teacher, after all. And he said lexicography. So I was fine with that, but I didn't know what exactly a thesis in lexicography would be. And he just took the dictionary off the shelf, Timothy Lane's dictionary. It was dusty. It was falling apart. But he let me look through it, and it was really beautiful. The old Irish script, the Seaghan Focail. The English headwords are written in English. A little definition then of the English word in the traditional English Roman script, and then an Irish word given in the old Gaelic script. And I found that fascinating. So I had to go off and basically study that dictionary alone for a year to write a long thesis, which we called the final year project. It was really hard because this was a dictionary that was 100 years old, and I had no supporting material. I had a library full of books and JSTOR, but nothing that could help me to write about Timothy Lane, really. My response to that was to take the phone book and call everybody in West Limerick who had the surname Lane. Timothy Lane. And I got about 30 responses, which were just, I don't know anything about it. And then somebody said that they knew Taig O'Mail Chaha, who is thanked in my book, Taig O'Mail Chaha. He knew the living granddaughter of a cousin of Timothy Lane. So I decided to go meet her for lunch in her house. So I got the train down from Dublin. I was working on Focail, the terminology database. And I got to West Limerick and was having lunch with her. And she just mentioned that she had all his books and notes and letters upstairs in her attic. Went straight upstairs to look at it all. It was amazing. I've got 100 books, dictionaries, novels, all kinds of academic journals. And she gave them to me. She saw how interested I was, and she didn't realise the importance of them herself. Her name is Maureen Kelly. She's also thanked in the book. She just gave me the books. So I called my supervisor, and he suddenly became very interested in me. He said to just finish the degree. Finish the degree and have loads of money to do a master's. And that was basically it. I did a master's thesis using those books and materials, as well as going to the Department of Education, looking at different kinds of records, birth certificates, marriage certificates. We went to London and married a rich, noble young English woman. Somehow he knew French. He was sent to Paris to be a correspondent for the Times. While in Paris, he wrote the dictionary from memory and from his own personal notes that he put together while traveling across the country as a journalist, but using that funded travel period to take notes from whatever native speakers you come across, native speakers of Irish. And it's an amazing feat, it's an amazing dictionary to put together alone with the pen and paper and some other books. We managed to finish the dictionary, which is 1,600 and something pages, and he did that alone over 30 years, and sent it to the printers, and received a copy before he died in his sleep. Just the night before, the day before the night where he died in his sleep. But he got to see a copy of the dictionary. So it's a very nice story. It's in my book, and I have a box of copies of that book. You can come and purchase. Important part. So you can come and see me if you want to look. If you don't feel you're literate enough in Irish yet to read the book, I'll be teaching some Irish classes over the summer. And there'll be a replacement for me, because I'm the Irish Language Visiting Scholar at the moment. I've been that scholar for the last 2 years. And there's somebody going to replace me in September, we hope. So there are going to be Irish language classes here in the department for the foreseeable future to help you read my book, or any other Irish I'm very grateful to all of you for coming for this launch.
And I think what Sean is really saying is, he's more than happy to go home with all of you in the house. So enjoy, bienvenue, we're Gate staff, and enjoy the proceedings and the hospitality. Thank you all for coming.
May I just say a few words, first of all, to